Hello everyone, my name is Elena Shvab and I'm a hair designer based in London. Today is my second live video. It's because I'm working on a hat, and while I'm going through different steps, I think it would be useful to share with you and show my skills and different ways of how to stitch the veil. That was our previous live video today. And right now, once the hat is ready, the veiling is attached. If you would like to learn how to secure the veiling on a hat, on the fascinator hat, please watch my previous YouTube video live. It was recorded this afternoon. I was showing how to stitch the veil, how to secure it, how to measure this decoration, and so on. And now the hat is ready. I stitched and secured the veil. I secured also the veil here on top, so it doesn't move, to keep it in place. And then I also stitched the lining inside and the Petersham ribbon. And now the last step would be to stitch the elastic. The elastic that holds the hat on the hat, that makes it secured. It should not be too tight, but also not too loose, so it's comfortable on the hat. Because if you do elastic, if you secure it too much, if it's too tight, you will feel that it's quite uncomfortable to wear, and your hat might start aching, your hat or your customers. So be very make sure that the elastic is just comfortable. And how to do that is you put it on the hat and try to wear the hat for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Like shoes, like you buy new shoes and you want to make them comfortable, so like break the shoes. You put them on at home, you walk around, just to make sure that they are perfect fit, they comfortable around your feet. Same with hats, you put them on, you wear at home, and that's how you know whether the elastic is comfortable, whether the hat sits comfortably on your hat. So all of that preview aside, let me show you how to secure the elastic. So elastic comes in different colors. I'm using brown elastic because my customer's hair is brown. You also can purchase black, white. It comes as a roll. You can buy it as a roll, or you can buy it by meters like this one, or you can buy little sets of 10 elastics per set. So what I do is, first of all, just before you stitch the elastic, put it on your head and check the position, the perfect position that it sits on your head. Best to do it in front of the mirror so that you can see how it looks on your head. Once you figured out the exact position of the elastic, you put some tailor pins just to make to know where exactly you're going to stitch the elastic. So there are two ways: whether you stitch the elastic before you attach the Petersham ribbon, or you do it after. In my case, first I stitch the Petersham ribbon, and then I put the elastic through in between the stitches. So I sort of like slide the elastic inside. And there it is. Secured with a pin. Just like that. Okay? And so I already stitched one of the sides. So on this side, the elastic is already secured. What you do, first of all, you create a little knot, 2 or 3 knots, so it doesn't come through the Petersham ribbon, and also so that we can stitch the elastic securely. So I already did it on one side, and now I'm going to do it on the other side. Let me just tilt the camera so you can see better. and just making few knots. 1, 2, 3. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, so, and now I will be using this kind of needle. It's curved. It's not the most comfortable needle to work with, but it's the best needle to use for this particular hat. Otherwise, you can just use regular needles. And so that's the elastic, and I'm not gonna stitch through the elastic, but I will stitch around the elastic, sort of like creating loops. You can see just like right here, I stitched around the elastic, and what it does is that eventually you can move elastic. And for example, if it's too loose, when your customer comes and tries on the hat and she said, oh, it feels like too loose, you can move the elastic and you can relocate the knot to make it elastic smaller. So this is a great way of adjusting the size. Or for example, if you send the hat online, you can explain your customer that if the elastic is too loose, you can move it and adjust it. And this is just the best way of doing it. So this side is already secured. I'm going to secure it on this side. And okay, let me just move the camera in place. And I'm starting the first stitch inside. Always, all the stitches go inside to hide the knot, and it's quite uncomfortable, but I'm gonna try and manage that. And I'm stitching through. So we need just quite a few stitches just to make the elastic secured. There. Takes time to position the needle. It's not the most comfortable one. Okay, and there. There are other ways of how to secure hats, like with a comb or headband, but I find that elastics are the best because, well, combs work really best for curly hair, and headbands sometimes could be too tight, and it also might affect, you might feel headache with time wearing headbands. Well, this is what I feel. That's why I don't like headbands. I prefer elastics. They're much more comfortable, much easier to adjust, and they come in different colors, so you can easily hide them in your hairstyle. And there are so many different colors: black, ivory, brown, white. So I'm just gonna make one more stitch. Okay. Just need to make sure that it's really secured. Okay. And then once I'm ready, once, twice into the loop, that creates a little knot, and it's safe to cut the thread. So that's the stitch, and now you see I can move the elastic easily. There. And now you can just trim that excess of elastic. And now I can try and put it on. So elastic goes underneath your hair, just like that. Yeah. There you go. So if it feels a little bit loose, so I can adjust it later, but I'm gonna wait for my client to try it on, and then I'm gonna adjust the elastic just to make sure, because her hat size might be bigger than mine, and since I have not met my client yet, so this order was discussed online, so I'm just going to adjust the elastic later. And one tip that I would like to show you is because I've been stitching a lot and the veil was squashed while I was stitching the elastic and stitching Peterson ribbon and the lining. So now I would like to steam it and give it a little bit more volume. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to boil kettle, or you can use a steamer, whatever you have available, or steam up the irons, clothes steamer, professional steamer, whatever you have. I usually use steamer of the kettle. It's just the easiest and fastest, and it's really powerful. So what I'm going to do, I open the lid. While the lid is open, the steam will continue boiling. And be very careful not to burn your hands because it's very, very powerful. So I'm waiting for a little bit of steam, and now a little bit, not too much, and then the veil naturally goes back to its shape. I can also steam the veil a little bit, placing the veil right here like that, and I steam it above the kettle. You can secure with the pins or hold it with your hands, and then you let it cool down while it's molding. It also helps for to straighten the veil. This is like literally the last touch when the hat is done, is made. And you see it gives this really nice rounded shape. Just a little bit of steaming. You don't need to steam too much. Then you put it on. There. Well, the hat is ready. And I hope this video was useful and informative. And I'll see you next time during my next live video. And if you have any questions, please do ask. Do ask any questions. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.